I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit out of control for you this evening. Let me get back to what's happening on the border. Every couple of days, there's more rocket attacks, more bombs. The State Department says that the border region of Texas is more dangerous than the West Bank of Israel. But you'll never hear about it on the news. We don't want you to know the U.S. is being absorbed right now. Here's an article right here. Armed standoff on Rio Grande. Uniformed Mexicans with guns, bulldozers, seize drug bust by the Border Patrol. So what if they stop a dump truck on I-10 and the Mexican troops come across with machine guns and haul it back over across the border? That's what America's all about. These are my boys. Los Zetas, the CIA. They work for my daddy. And you're a bunch of fools, a bunch of saps. You don't know we're organized crime. You hadn't figured it out yet. Well, let me tell you something. You're going to be figuring it out. You're going to be figuring it out, slaves. You belong to us. And we'll double team you with the Democrats. I tell you who a good boy is. I'll tell you somebody that's done an absolutely fabulous job for us in the last few years. I'll tell you who he is. His name is Newt Gingrich. And he gets up on the news and he says Iran's got secret death ray weapons with Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martian out on Pluto. Basically the same thing as that. Listen to this. Gingrich sees Iran threat to U.S. like Nazi Germany. You mean when my granddaddy funded was their top Nazi agent in the U.S.? You mean like that got a Nazi threat? That's funny. Ex-speaker. Latest official to raise alarm on W. Bush on threat of nuclear EMP attack by Tehran. The threat posed to the national security of the United States by Iran was linked only to one posed by Nazi Germany. In the 1930s, the former House Speaker, Newt Gingrich, who suggested Tehran could be planning a preemptive nuclear electromagnetic attack on America that would turn a third or more of the country back into the 19th century level. They got a death ray that just turns everything into caveman land. Of course, our own government's detonated over 100 hydrogen bombs in the upper atmosphere in the areas that would cause EMPs, and they didn't do this. It's all a Hollywood made-up fantasy. Iran is 10 years away from getting nuclear weapons. The CIA's own reports and MI6's own reports say that, but those aren't the ones that get advertised. We got a special little Pentagon branch that cooks up whatever intelligence we need right out of the Vice President's office. The truth is, I'm giving all the supercomputer secrets to China, and conservatives don't seem to care. The truth is, North Korea is fully armed, but that's not a problem. The truth is, we're going into pushover countries and pushing them around because they got petrol, and they're over pumping, and that means you're getting cheap gas. And so whether it's Iran or whether it's Venezuela, they got to be taken out because our own memos have come public, but you don't even care that our own memos say we're ripping you off and running the scam. You have signed documents where we're ripping you off, and you don't even know about it because our media don't tell you, because I own that media, baby. I own it all. Oh, my daddy did a good job 42 years ago when Dealey Plaza is the main operator running the whole operation. Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Here's my mommy. Here's my daddy. George W. Herbert Walker Bush and Barbara sitting in a tree. She don't want to hear about no dead soldiers. KSSSING. It affect her beautiful mind. My brother ran security on the World Trade Center. Marvin did a great job. And you people are so gullible. Now, I can even have the IQ of a low-grade moron. And you'll still watch the shows and call me conservative Christian leader. We recruited Clinton in 1968. He's been CIA narcotics controller for that sector ever since. We set him up. Of course, it's come out that Tony Blair's MI6 now. That's admitted. Been MI6 since college. My daddy was CIA director later after he did that Kennedy job. And you people are never going to figure that out. You're just going to sit there and think we're all having a big fight. You think the elite's going to let tens of trillions of dollars every year go by and they aren't going to control the outcome? You're just going to naively sit there and take it, aren't you? You know, Juan Carlos, King of Spain, owns much of the company that's going to be running the toll roads here in Texas and building them and financing them. It's so sick. And TxDOT documents come out showing there's plenty of money, extra cash, all the money you could ever want, all the money you could ever need. They got extra money at TxDOT. They tell you, though, there's less oil revenue when the numbers show they're getting record taxes. And then you buy that every road needs to have a transponder in your car to tax you as you drive. I tell you what, it just gets better and better how gullible you people are. But that's what us pirates say. At Skull and Bones got a little chant about how you're a bunch of slaves and a bunch of cattle. Now we're these pirate kings who rule over you because we're criminals. We're willing to get together and rob you. You're willing to bend over and take it. And it don't matter if I ain't from Texas. As long as I sit up here and do this, you good old boys are going to buy every bit of it as I move with governors all over this country, from Schwarzenegger to Pataki to shoe gun manufacturers, and to shut them down as I double BATF funding, and as I do all of it, you just love it, scum. Oh, I like it. Where's my pitchfork? Get in here, give me my pitchfork. We knew years ago from our sources that I like to yell and scream at everybody in the White House and throw fits and have fits of hatred. But now it's even in the New York Daily News. I like to get the youngest, stupidest staffer, about 17 years old. I like to yell and scream at him for about 20 minutes with spit flying out of my mouth because I'm Christian. I'm Christian. I like to do the human sacrifice ritual. I'm your president. And you're going to learn to love it. You're going to learn to love it, and you're going to love to be my slave, and you're going to learn to submit to the world government and my Rothschild Rockefeller rulers. You're going to learn to be our slaves, and you're going to take it, and you're going to thumb scan when you go into those grocery stores, and you're going to put up with RFID, and you're going to let us force drug you. My favorite articles are right here. My favorite articles are right here. Where are they? My favorite articles are right here. FDA, human testing makes death injury compliant FDA. They're getting real. This is Bloomberg. Give me a close shot on camera, too, in there, you staffers. Get in here right now. I'm Christian. Look at your new Christian symbol. Thank you. Look at this right here. Bloomberg Financial. It comes out publicly. All of you know the facts. And it comes out that all over the country we're taking CPS grabbed children and we're testing chemicals on them. We're testing biologicals on them. We're testing pesticides on them. In many cases, they're dying. And so you start getting mad about this. You start getting upset about this. You start getting a little bit upset about this. And you know what we do? What we do today? Well, we just changed the U.S. Code, Title 50, subsection 1120A. U.S. Code, Title 50, subsection 1120A, subsection paragraph B. And we just changed the rules. Look at this little article here from Infowars.com, from the Organic Consumers Association. And right down here, we got the subsections listed and hyperlinks to them. They're going to authorize testing lethal pesticides and chemicals on retarded children and CPS children, predominantly black. And you're going to love it, and you're going to feel good. The Nazis didn't even pass laws that my grandfather ran the U.S. for, all their U.S. operations at Brown Brother Harriman's. The Nazis, our kings, our lords, they didn't even publicly pass laws to do it. Look at what we're able to do to you with U.S. Code Title 50, Chapter 32, subsection 1528, paragraph B. And you're not going to check it out. You're not going to check it out. You're just going to deny it. That's what's pathetic. I can tell you how you're slaves. I can tell you it's an OCA's focal concerns, 70 FR 5386526.40A, the IRB. Doesn't matter if it's a review board change that allows, look at this, children who cannot be responsibly consulted, such as those that are mentally handicapped or orphaned newborns, may be tested on. You like Tuskegee, you like all the sterilization, you're gonna love this, and you're gonna call me a Christian. I'm of the Lord. That piece of trash Alex Jones will be back. Stay with us. Yeah.